I have been able to successfully grow my natural hair from my scalp all the way down to my hips in now 6 years of being on my natural hair journey, and I am going to be listing out 20 of the oils that helped me to get to this point, telling you the ones that are worth your money and the ones that you should not even bother trying, or the ones that I will not bother trying again. The first part of this video, I listed the first 10 oils because I didn't want the video to be way too long, and in this video I am going to be listing the last 10 oils.
Oh, this is clean. This is clean. This is what I mean.
Kicking off quickly with castor oil. This one is plain castor oil. Now, at the beginning of my natural hair journey, I heard so many things online. Castor oil helps to restore edges. Castor oil helps with hair growth. I wouldn't know about any of these things because I have not had any serious damages with my edges. Any damage that I sustained due to reckless hairstylists doing unnecessary gymnastics on my hair, I always recovered immediately. On the other hand, I am very much aware that plain castor oil is being sold in pharmacies as an actual medication for things like indigestion, constipation. I know those are the same thing, but this is actually approved to help with medical conditions that have to do with the gastric intestine. The black castor oil, based on things that I have seen online, does not seem like it is safe for consumption, not to talk of the medical grade consumption. And people tend to pit both of them against each other. I have used oils that have been processed in different ways. The first 10 oil video, I talked about how I had used roasted palm kernel oil and sun-dried palm kernel oil as well as coconut oil made different ways, and the roasted ones tend to be better for me. With regards to plain castor oil and Jamaican black castor oil or black castor oil in general, I don't really see any difference. I don't have edges that were lost that need to be restored that I can use in testing that theory or then practicalities or anecdotes. What I can say about the two oils is that they tend to be very moisturizing and conditioning. They can be used for people that really don't like using heavy butters like shea butter, mango butter to seal their hair. This works very well, and it is also non-comedogenic. It actually scores 0 on the comedogenicity scale, which is pretty surprising seeing as like it is the most heaviest oil I have ever seen. This is going to be occupying the number 9 and number 10 spots: black castor oil and plain castor oil. Number 8 on the Richter scale is eucalyptus oil. This oil was prescribed to me by a doctor for my mild asthma. He said that I should put this in hot water, inhale it. I know that many of us in Nigeria, we did this when we were growing up and we are still doing it now. Some of us would put rub or aboniki inside boiling hot water, cover our heads with towels just to inhale it if we were having breathing issues. And that was what he wanted me to reenact with the eucalyptus oil. And because I felt, or it seemed like the eucalyptus oil was giving the same effects as peppermint essential oil, I would use this on my scalp with a carrier oil, with any carrier oil of my choice, and it really did well. It has the same compound as peppermint essential oil, and that compound is menthol. Later on in the video, I am going to explain my relationship with menthol, but for now, number 8 oil is eucalyptus oil. Very good for breathing, people with breathing complications. If you're having difficulty breathing, this is very good for that, and also good for blood circulation. It is a vasodilator. Just make sure to mix it with a very good carrier oil, maybe like jojoba or argan oil. Right behind it is number 7, peppermint essential oil. Peppermint smells very pleasant, smells like peppermint obviously. Also using this for the compound that it contains, menthol, which is also found in eucalyptus oil and some other oils that give mentally tingly feeling on your scalp or any part of your body when it is applied. Now, once I realized that I could actually skip all the peppermint and eucalyptus oil and just go straight to the compound, which is menthol, I dropped all the essential oils that had menthol and I just kept buying menthol crystals, melt them down, then add them to the oils. Why did I do this? Number one reason is menthol is either a byproduct of camphor or camphor is a byproduct of menthol, whatever the case might be. But these two ingredients are very, very important when maybe there is a lice infestation and you either want to treat the problem or prevent the problem. I have never had lice before, but the people close to me that have actually had this problem, these are the things that they use. They mix it with carrier oils and they use it to get rid of the lice in less than 7 days. Hence the reason why I am using this, and getting the menthol crystals is way better than the essential oils. Hence the reason I dropped them. But if I am ever in a situation where I cannot get my hands on menthol crystals, which I see myself being in very soon, I am going to have to resort to either the peppermint essential oil or eucalyptus, or maybe even use them both. So peppermint essential oil and eucalyptus essential oil, add them to your carrier oils. Do not use them by themselves. It can cause irritation and inflammation. Love them. Both of them are vasodilators, including the menthol crystal. So love this for ease of blood circulation, basically. Number 6 is Karkar oil. This oil was something that I got when I bought shebe powder. The person that sold it to me told me that I was supposed to mix the Karkar oil with the shebe powder. So I did that, and this oil is on this list because I don't know if this thing did anything, but it smelled amazing. Karkar oil is the best smelling oil I have ever smelled. I love things that smell very fruity, and if I was going to describe the smell of Karkar oil, I would say that it smells like grapes, straight up grape juice. I don't know how they were able to get that smell, but 10 out of 10 for the smell for me. I don't know if it does anything for moisturizing, hydration, sealing, hair growth. I really don't know, but the smell alone can give me 10x hair growth because it makes me so happy when I smell it. For this top 5 hair growth oils, we are going to take a trip to India. When I was in India, I was using their own hair growth oils. I used so many of them, and I'm going to be listing them out starting from number 5. Number 5 was Amla oil, which is like, you go to India, you are using hair growth oils, you don't use Amla oil. You didn't use anything. Amla oil was light, not that light, not as light as pumpkin seed oil or argan oil, but it was definitely on the lighter spectrum of things. I enjoyed using it. Will I ever use it again? Yes, definitely. If I do see the original one, I am definitely going to use it, because when I was in India using this on my scalp, my hair, and I came down, took my hair down, my hair definitely did not feel dry. So I do believe it, alongside the other oils that I used with it, really helped to keep my hair moisturized. Number 4 is Bhringraj. Bhringraj was lighter than Amla oil, but just a slight bit. And what can I say about this? I really cannot tell the difference between its Amla oil and the rest of the oils that I use, because I was using all of them in combination. I personally feel like they were doing the exact same thing, hence the reason I was using all of them together. And the combination of all the oil, the Indian oils that I use, they really worked for me, hair growth. And yeah, when I was using this to massage my scalp, that was when my chronic itching started, because with the Indians, they use all these oils as hot oil treatment, then they wash it out of their hair. But me, I was using it the same way I was using my Nigerian oils. I would massage it with my scalp, then leave it on my scalp for time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before washing it out. That's where I started developing all this itching, inflammation, irritation. They are oils in a nutshell. You use them for hot oil treatments, then wash them out of your scalp, because they seem to be very, very potent. Right behind that is the number 3 oil, which is Brahmi. This, I believe even the Indians think, is identical to the Amla oil, because aside from the one bottle of Amla oil that I got in India, I also got another bottle of Amla oil that they now mixed with the Brahmi. I couldn't tell the difference yet again. They were all doing the same thing on my hair. All I can say, use them as hot oil treatments and wash them out. Then if you want to use them after washing your hair, use it on the mid to the ends of your hair. Don't put them on your scalp, because over time they can really cause issues that I'm still trying to recover from, but we thank God we are making progress. Welcome to the top 2 big daddies of hair growth oils that I have used in my natural hair journey. Number 2 would be vitamin E oil. These days, when you go on different shopping sites to get oil capsules, you always see that vitamin E are in the capsules, but the very first vitamin E oil that I used was straight tocopherol. Texture of the oil, it's not light, it's not heavy. Based on my memory of using this, because after using it that first time, went to buy it again, I couldn't find it. The only substitute that I have for it now is the argan oil / vitamin E capsules that Temu sells. And yes, it does give the same effects, but based on my memory of using the original straight vitamin E oil, I can say that my hair was never dry. What's going on now, I really don't know, because I'm doing the exact same thing that I was doing then, aside from using the vitamin E oil, and my ends seem to be going through it. Definitely now that I'm not using it, reverse Gaboma decays. And if I see the opportunity to go back to the straight tocopherol, I would definitely do that. Now for numero uno, number eins of this particular list, and that is neem oil. I do not have any studies that I can reference to how neem oil actually works, but I can give you some stories based on anecdotes. Neem in Nigeria is called dogoyaro. Before this came into the hair care world and all that, we were using this to treat malaria. Malaria is an illness caused by parasites, and neem definitely helps to get rid of that. I've seen cases where this has helped to get rid of scabies. Now these are the only two things that I know that it has helped to get rid of. And when I was buying this oil on Temu, it had hundreds of reviews where people talk about using this, mixing it with some water, dish soap, for killing parasites in their gardens, killing parasites that tend to attack their plants, or even using it to prevent parasites from attacking their plant. This is the reason why it is number one for this list, even though I said at the very beginning of this series that these oils are in no particular order. At least every other oil is not, except number one. Number one is the big daddy. This neem oil, as it stands right now, I have been able to create a cocktail using mostly extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil, some menthol crystals, this neem oil, then rosemary essential oil to create a cocktail, like I said, that I use as a hot oil treatment for my hair. I am very happy with how it works. I have never had lice before, any type of parasite. I use this as a preventative, and this already has been proven to work, especially when menthol crystals and something like comfort is in the mix. This is very good for lice prevention, etc, etc. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked, please give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in more content like this, consider hitting the subscribe button, turning on your notification, and tell me if you enjoyed this series. Tell me if you want to see some more. Tell me what you would like to see in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Love you. Cheers.